do it. Rider, a come-from-behind 2-1 victory, their 4th straight win.
They'll move to 8-4 on the season.
A share of the MAAC regular season title for the Rider Broncs.
Cameras here and the mic. It really does. Holy cow.
From Prague, Czech Republic, number 5, Martin!
I ended up at Rider by, I would say, luck, because I was in the portal for a good 6 months of doing research, emailing coaches and stuff, and eventually I hit a point in May where I didn't really have any team or any school lined up. I got in touch with Rider through a friend who recommended me. I'm really thankful to that friend, because without him I wouldn't be here, and I wouldn't be looking back at 2 successful seasons. My dad played soccer, and I think it was only natural that I would pick up the sport after him. I just had a passion for the sport. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the competitiveness of it, the fight, everything around it basically. Soccer teaches you a lot of things, like off the field as well, and it's been sort of like my discipline throughout my life, not even just on the field, but like school and other aspects. So it has a lot of benefits. I enjoy it, and the people you meet especially through it. I have friends all over the world just by playing soccer.
All right, so overall thoughts on today's match, and then obviously winning at least a share of the conference championship.
Yeah, I thought we started a little slower than I wanted to the game in the first half, but I thought in the second half we started to look more like ourselves, with just the pressure, not even just the goals, but the pressure all over the field. And so I put together a good second half, and really happy with the the overall performance and overall regular season, and obviously a co-champion situation. I don't think we've been a part of any title of a champion since 1997, I believe. So it's been a while, and happy we could achieve that. Always following up a season where you won a title, especially it's unique being in your first season you win a title. There's always questions on what that next season will look like. From game 1, we played at Virginia in a tough match, and we learned a lot of lessons, but I also saw something in our group that I felt like it could be another special group. It would take time. We had a lot of new faces that would have to gel together in what we were trying to do, both attacking and defensively. But over time, I think you saw we had a 9-game unbeaten streak towards the back end of the season, and we set a shutout record for the program. This group, just gelled like no other, and it was a special group to train. And every single game, I was just especially getting a postseason, you want to win, but really for me personally, I just wanted to train them one more time. I wanted to coach them one more time in another game and just keep the season going, because when you got a great group to be around, you want to just continue this thing as long as you can.
Just be smart over the next couple of days. Spend as much time as a group as you possibly can together, which is right now. Just be all in on each other.
1, 2, 3, Rider!
And we had an incredible year, 14 wins, I believe, and not many programs in the nation can say that they had 14 wins in the regular season. 4 years at Rutgers. Ups and downs for sure.
Cole was looking for a 5th-year opportunity after finishing his undergrad at Rutgers. We hit it off with Cole right away. I think just personalities matched up on what he was looking for.
I think the transition here was really smooth for me, and I kind of just fell in love with the team, the coaches, the staff, and even though it's a smaller school, it didn't really matter that much to me. I just loved playing and being around the guys. My dad played in college, so You know, he introduced me to the game. I think it was 3 or 4. I don't really have that much of memory of it, but knew I loved playing it, and he was real supportive of me. So yeah, I'd say that's when I first fell in love with it.
And a pleasant good afternoon and welcome to the MAAC Men's Soccer Tournament quarterfinal action this afternoon as the number 2 seed Rider Broncs will host the number 7 seed Sacred Heart Pioneers.
We knew for a quarterfinal match it was going to be a very difficult game. You know, I think they ran into some injuries mid-year and they maybe lost a little bit of form and dropped some games because they were a much better team than the final ranking in the conference that they finished.
We're underway here in this MAAC quarterfinal from Ben Cohen Field. Advance to the NEC final. Here's a shot. Salama comes across.
I did 1 year in Ottawa University. I went to the final over there. So once I went to Ottawa University, I started realizing what's the college soccer in the United States. And then I decided, okay, I think it's the time for me to step bigger, to go to NCAA and play in a bigger university at the D1 level. I have 3 older brothers and they all been playing soccer like for most of their life. And when I was a kid, I was like asking my older brother, "Oh, can I come with you when you go play?" And I used to go watch him playing. I was still young, I couldn't play with the oldest, so this is how I fall in love with soccer, thankfully to my older brother, Khamis.
I always say that there are 2 types of goalkeepers. They're the psychopaths and the more calm ones, and I'll always take the psychopath because I know I have a guy behind me who's commanding, who will come out and get every ball that I potentially might not reach.
Opportunity inside the box. Salama comes out and he's able to deny Sam McCann, and that'll do it for our first half. It's going to be Gary Erderly talking to Rider head coach Chad Dernberger.
Yeah, it was a slow half for us. It's not the attack we like to have. I thought their shape caused us problems, so we'll try to tweak some things in the halftime, get the guys going. We got to be better in transition moments. I think second half college soccer is going to open the game up a little bit, which is in our favor. So excited to see how this thing plays out.
Welper will set it in with the left foot, curls it towards the far side post, and Salama is somehow able to grab that one cleanly. Ezra got a foot on it, turn around for a Congo, shot is stopped.
Both defenses starting to lock in a little bit.
Waves the hand down, fires it into the air, headed around, here's a header and a goal! It ended up in the back of the net, or so Sacred Heart thinks.
I really don't think this one went. I think Salama had a chance for it. See it one more time.
Ooh, he's deep in the net, so the question is whether or not it crossed the goal line in the air.
Did that ball cross the goal line?
No, hell nah. No, the ball didn't cross. The ball didn't cross. My body was inside the goal, but I don't think the ball ever crossed the line, and you can see it on the ESPN stream.
No goal. Inconclusive.
Ball definitely didn't cross the line. I know Adams got us.
90 minutes will not be enough to decide who will advance to the semifinals. We're going to have overtime soccer here in this MAAC quarterfinal between the Broncs and the Pioneers.
When you let fear get into your mind throughout these big games, it can affect a lot. So reiterating in your head that, look, you've got this far, you're a good player, and that you need that confidence throughout the game.
Headed around, batted out by Salama, and then Sotak possibly save the game.
If you can remember, what did Adam say to you right after that?
He was just saying, I love you so much, and he gave me a big hug.
Oh my God, this is so funny. I actually don't remember. I think I just grabbed him. I told him, like, you're the man, now you're gonna score a goal. Give me another 10 good minutes.
And now we go scoreless into double OT.
We've really worked with our guys to stay switched on in those types of moments because you never know what could happen.
In the middle, Giop, De Silva, Sotak. His shot is in! And the Broncs will move on!
It was a special moment for me. I don't score too many goals in college. I think I have 2, one for Rutgers and obviously one here. But yeah, I mean, that was an incredible moment for me. The feeling is like no other, especially in extra time and in golden goal.
It was a huge sign of relief because I don't think my blood pressure was as high during any other game.
You know, in that 10 minutes, you just got to take any chance you can get, and ball popped up to Theo, I believe, and I saw the space, played it to me, and I just thought I just got to get this on target, and luckily it went in, so very happy. You know, obviously winning championships is up there too, but I think scoring that goal is something I'll remember forever.
Having that extra time goal, does that kind of build some momentum into your semifinal game against Siena on Thursday?
Yeah, it reminds me of the old days of college soccer. The golden goal has come back. It went away for a little bit, so it was a fun moment to experience it. But as you know, it does put a little bit of more miles on our legs than you hoped. But we'll get ourselves back with regen and things like that, ready to go again against a tough Siena team that we battled here. And so I'm excited for the group to showcase what they have in another game here, which is great.
Some people play, some people don't. All right, let's get going so we get outside and train a little bit. Great moment here, obviously.
When you have team meetings, you've got to make them interactive. You've got to make them allow the players to be engaged. It can't just be a coach up talking the whole time about tactics and video. We really take pride in our culture to do different little things in those types of meetings to showcase the team and the group.
Golden Glove and the major award of Momo getting basically attacking player of the year.
My grandfather, he represented the national team. I have my uncle, he played for the national team. He also, he was captain. I was born in a really sportive family. They all love soccer, and recently I have my nieces who get called for the under-15 too.
Momo's a special player. There's things I can't teach him that he just has, but I do like to think that we were able to help develop him into a better player through everyday training and video and just individual conversations on what we thought he could work on and what he brings to the game. And I think you could see with towards the end of last season, I think he really took off, and towards the tournament. And then this season, all season long, he's been special.
I was interested in coming here, following my study and getting my degree and finding my way in the US. I think if you love what you're doing, you're gonna put everything you have on it, to get succeed and to just prove yourself that you're capable of doing it. So for me, my freshman year, it wasn't easy, as my English wasn't that good, my adaptation wasn't really easy, and I got help from different persons that I really appreciate, some of my teammates, my old teammate, and also the coaches that really know how to manage it, and that was kind of the biggest thing for me, to get adapted and being able to express yourself in the field.
Every single scout has Momo Diop as the key player for Ryder, and here's his tendencies, and here's what he's looking to do, and you still have struggled to stop him, and so we're fortunate to have, Momo represent Ryder over the years, and I'm hoping that he continues on as a pro from here.
And to keep reminding you of this run you're on, and it's not going to stop on Thursday, but there's 6 teams in the country that have 13 wins, which is the most in the country. So we're tied for the most wins in the country.
I love the moments where whatever we're working on, training or their commitment or their belief, their buy-in to what we're doing, and then you see it, on the field pay off for them and the big moments. And one thing we added in this particular year we haven't had in previous years is every single guy had a goal-scoring celebration song. That's what I do it for, is when they have this special moment in a match, and to see them succeed and they score, or the final whistle blows and they win, and you just see how happy they are. That's what it's all about.
The enjoyment and the fun every day is definitely something I think that we have these guys instill every day. And it's like with training, whether it be a team meeting or whether it be film, whether it be the bus and travel and all that stuff, I just think having the most amount of fun possible.
The family environment, making sure this brotherhood remains strong with the guys in the locker room is our top priority. At the end of the day, I really think, and I think Coach Max will agree with me when I say this, that the tightness and the bond here in this locker room is the difference between us getting a result and us coming home with a tie. The first time I met Chad was actually on a Zoom when I was interviewing to be the volunteer assistant at Dartmouth. First time I met him was at the indoor practice facility during the COVID training sessions, so it was like you couldn't go in until like 10 minutes before the session began, so it was meeting him real quick, meeting the other assistants, and then just straight into a training session.
I met Coach Chad through a mutual friend. I believe when Chad got the job in January of 2023, I had again, the mutual friend reach out to me and asked me if I'd be interested in the job. Coach Chad called me, I think, probably like a week later, and we had about like an hour-long phone call, maybe even 2 hours, and that's how I ended up getting here and meeting Coach Chad.
Roles that we play with, they're pretty similar actually. I think we kind of share every responsibility for the most part. I mean, I think I kind of handle more of the food and the travel side of things, whereas Max might have a little bit more of roles in training sessions, but typically I'll do passing patterns and then we'll move into Coach Max's session here, and then Coach Chad will take over from there.
Coach Drew is being really modest. He does a lot for the program. I think we accommodate each other pretty well. I think that's part of the reason why I think our coaching staff gets along so well is that we all have bits and pieces that we can do, and we all bring it together as a group. You know, it's one of those things where whatever Coach Chad needs, I think Coach Drew and I are willing to do whatever we can for him in the program. So.
It helps. Our desks that we sit at in our office are probably about
exactly the distance of our chairs.
Exactly. So like we're always next to each other, able to communicate constantly, which makes things super easy.
A chilly November night at Ben Cohen Field on the turf at Rider University in Lawrenceville, New Jersey. It is MAAC men's soccer semifinal action. Rider hosting Siena here on ESPN+.
What was the atmosphere like from your perspective the day of the semifinal?
Oh, it was awesome. It was awesome. You know, we're always obviously on the other side of the field and can see everybody over there. I know the players are playing right next to the crowd on that sideline, so I know they feel it. And the band was awesome. It just brings a different element, you know, to a soccer game.
And soccer on tap from Ben Cohen Field. Giop sends one centrally. It's loose, almost poked home, but cleared out of danger. Here's a Congo trying to shimmy towards the goal.
Come on, Bry. Come on, Bry.
Picked up by Glinder. Punches away to Bruno's corner. Heads back around. And once again, the Rider back line shores things up. That will take us to the halftime break.
We just haven't been able to break them down yet. You know, they have all 11 guys behind the ball deep, and you know, it's on us to try to figure out, you know, how to do that. Excited, you know, to see what we can do in the second half.
That'll draw a whistle. It does. Baker drew the foul.
The foul happened in a good spot for us to have a chance to score.
Like when I saw that free kick, I remember like Tiwo, he was the one who was like, he was ready to take it, and I was talking to him. I was like, yo, like if the goal like up on the right side, just let me score it. I'm gonna score it. And like he did it, and I went for it, and I did score the goal.
9 goals put in. He's got 10! Gia gets the Broncos on the board!
When Momo stepped up to take it, we knew it was going to be a special moment for our program.
You know, it's so hard to not celebrate in the moment. So if you watch any of the games back, you'll see our reactions as a staff, where Coach Chad is definitely the seasoned vet. And exactly. Coach Drew and I are doing a little bit too much celebrating.
In the 55th minute, the Broncos now possess the lead. Momo finds it again, shoots, save. Glinder, excellent reaction. Salama the save, it's loose. Salama picks it up. Cross lifted, headed on Salama. He makes the low save. Rider just trying to bring this clock to triple zeros. The keeper, Glinder, is standing in the mix. And that will not go on goal. Salama on top of it. He smothers it. And the Rider Broncs are back in the MAAC Finals.
Always a good feeling, you know, especially when you get the winning goals, help the team to win the game.
Just really proud of our guys to just, you know, keep grinding in the second half and find a way to win it off of a free kick. And, you know, Momo's been special for us all year, so really happy for him.
Deja vu, you know, we're going back to play a final at Iona. We knew the guys would be up for it. We knew we had plenty of players who were around that experienced that. Being a championship match, you're up, you know, with 16 seconds left. The referee calls for a penalty kick, and then, you know, at that point in time, you know, anything can happen. But I knew we had the right goalkeeper in the moment, and so I was really excited for him.
I think this is the biggest save I ever made in my career. It was absolutely amazing moment, you know, like you won't believe it like in the first couple seconds, but then like a day after or 2 days after, you'll be like, oh, I won a championship by saving a penalty in the last seconds. So that was amazing, amazing, amazing feeling.
To win it, you know, and time run out, I mean, there was no other feeling than just, you know, happiness for the guys. And to sit back and literally just stand on the field and watch them celebrate was one of the best moments.
I told Coach that I don't know why, just for me, it didn't feel like a final. It felt like just a regular game. You know, it's still like, the atmosphere was amazing, but it was awesome. I mean, there's nothing like going to a final.
Tell me a little bit about both your family and their support for you growing up.
It's been amazing. They've been to almost every single game that I've ever played, so them just being there has been pushing me to be my greatest. And no matter even what happened, like if we lost the game or it was just like a bad day for me, like they're always there to pick me up and make me feel a lot better, and I couldn't have asked for a better family. I was stuck because it was COVID-19, so it was really tough situations. I lost the communications with a lot of other coaches. I was talking to Coach Inverso. He let me know that he had a spot on the team, and I was just so happy because I had other schools I was looking at, but I wanted to come here more than any other school I was looking at, so I'm really happy with that.
Jack McGeechan, some coaches in this league would tell you that he's the most developed player they've seen in the MAAC over the years. I mean, he has been fantastic for us. I know I was quoted as saying I would love to coach him for another 4 or 5 years, which I wish I could, because he is Rider through and through. You know, with spending every single year here, which is unique these days, of getting somebody for a full career. And you know, he's just flourished in his last 2 years as an all-conference performer.
Today's championship final match features the #1 seed, Iona Gales, versus the #2 seed, Rider Broncs.
All right, let's go ahead and chat. You guys are prepared, you're ready, everything you want, you guys are right there to win this thing. It's your day. Just have confidence, have swagger, play together, repress when it breaks down. It's going to break down, repress, just keep going, keep running, never stop running, encouraging each other, have each other's back, focus on what you need to do. Each of us got a role. My role's different than these guys. Your role's different, each player, each position. Just do your job, and we'll win today. All right, let's go, boys. Loud and clear, loud and clear. Right there, 3, 1, 2, 3. Rider!
For the second straight season, a champion will be crowned here at Mazzella Field.
Stay together, be together. It's a final. Everything can happen.
The 2024 MAAC Men's Soccer Championship has begun. Senan Pinillos is loose in the box. He sets up Rossi, and his header is high and wide. Gets around Silva. G up with a try from distance, and it's saved by Giorgio.
everyone had to be on the other side of the ball. Everyone had to push the ball forward and just defend each player with everything they have, because this could have been the last game.
It's deflected to Monero. The freshman Monero on the grad student Sotak. Advantage Monero, and it's headed out by Schrader. What a stop by the freshman Max Schrader in the final moments of the first half. Keeps this a scoreless contest.
It's been a tight final. I think the first half is what we would probably both expect, being a championship game, and a lot of just 1v1 individual duels, and I think the game will start to open up here in the second half.
In a game like that, it's just one moment that can change the game immediately, and discipline is the key. You just need to make sure that everybody's ready for the game, even it's the sub or the starting 11. You need to make sure you're putting more than 100% in a game like that.
Listen up, put it close. In fucking 45 minutes, guys. 45 minutes. Each one of us is going to be celebrating the championship. Each of us is going to celebrate the championship. Just take discipline.
We are moments away from second half action in this 2024 MAAC Men's Soccer Championship. Monero is on it. Alvaro Monero is loose in the box. Oh, what a stop! Theo Da Silva arrowing forward, centering feed. Kirilenko shot, and he's saved by Giorgio. What a match this has been. Everything we could have asked for out of a championship final. Gonzalez Fernandez re-entry. Rossi heads it for Ben Haloun. The offside flag is up. The goal will not count.
This one will surely go to VAR. It could be a foot offside. It could be an inch offside. Referee said offside, and there's a red card being shown.
We've got extra soccer on tap to decide a champion.
You get to overtime. We experienced that already in a quarterfinal, so I knew the guys would feel comfortable with overtime. We were excited for the moment, and it just came up a little short, which doesn't define our season by any means.
Off the post, Rossi turns, he scores!
It's a painful thing that you still think about until this day, but by the end of the day, we finished the year with 14 wins. We had an amazing season, and of course, we won the regular champion.
The brotherhood aspect is huge for this locker room, and I think that's what sort of drove us, the way we connected together. When you put that together, when you have guys that are fighting for each other on the field, throughout the season, I don't think there was one game where we thought we weren't the better team.
Through the goal mouth and in. Shot early on, and in it goes. Works back into the box. Giop turns, fires, sneaks it through.
We had a pretty good run, and I'm really proud of this group. Love to play with them.
I'm so proud of this group all season long. Really, what the biggest thing that matters is who you do it with, when you win and when you lose. And we had a special group that, these guys were together from the start. There's a special brotherhood. We had a great time together all season long, and I'm willing to fight and battle with that particular group anytime we possibly can. And if it ends up being a little short because of overtime goal, I'm glad to do it with that particular group than any other in the country. Well, I don't know what records we could try to break going into year 3, but we're going to hunt to try to get another trophy. Thankfully we've won 2 trophies in 2 seasons, with a conference tournament trophy in 2023 and a regular season co-championship trophy in 2024. And we're going to try to make the 3rd year under my leadership just as special. Hopefully we can keep this thing going into a new year. But fired up. Let's get going into 25 as we finish 23 and 24's recap, and just excited to get going with this next group.